Thanks for entering the crypt with us. I'm Aaron. That's not how our intro goes, is it?
That sounded good.
Oh, I liked it.
It's thanks for entering the crypt with us. We're Bone Patrol. I'm Aaron.
I'm Chris.
I'm Tyler.
And today I'm passing it to Christopher. I'm handing off the baton.
Today, I'm hosting the episode, and I know what you guys are thinking. Where in the world is our beautiful host? Why isn't he hosting the episode? Where's the angelic voice of the angel Aaron? Where is he, Tyler?
I don't know. I think he's with Angel Gabriel.
He's dead. He's in season 1. I'm taking over.
Oh no!
Oh wait, what?
Lord
You're taking over
bless us all.
season 2 entirely?
Lord.
Is this the intro to
Yeah,
season 2?
if you want Aaron, go to season 1. Get out of here.
Is this gonna be a consistent thing? Am I just getting kicked off?
We're just gonna flip to side B now.
Yeah, flip to side B if you want a rad time with some weird fellas. Hold up. So buckle up, hop in the hearse. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drive this bad boy off a Crybaby Bridge, right?
Righto.
But no, for season 2, we're gonna try something new. Also, welcome to season 2. We didn't really say much, did we?
Yeah, that wasn't clear in the slightest.
We're in season 2.
What about season 1? Where'd that go?
It's dead with Aaron.
So did we lock it in the crypt?
We buried it in a shallow grave.
I mean, it's archived permanently on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and the likes.
Wow, shout outs. But no, so we're doing this is our introduction to season 2. We're gonna try something new. We're gonna try rotating who hosts the episode, just to try to make it easy on everybody with school and work. You know, not overbearing on everyone. You know, so I pulled the short stick, and I gotta start us off with season 2. You guys get to deal with me today.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Today we're going to be looking at something that I've dubbed the flyer phenomenon, or the freaky flyer phenomenon, if you will, because it's pretty weird. But today we're talking about the bathe in my milk / I breathe dust flyers. It's something that happened in December of 2017 in the Los Angeles area, and people started to report seeing these odd flyers around just all over the Los Angeles area. And these flyers started circulating online like wildfire just because they were super bizarre and it hooked everybody's attention. And we've talked about some weird stuff popping up around before, right? Have we talked about, we slightly mentioned strange dreams and stuff, right? Or did we never talk about that?
No, I don't know if we've
Maybe
talked
not
about
on
it
the
so much,
podcast.
like personally and as a group, that I can't remember if we actually mentioned it on the podcast or not. I feel like we may have brought it up once, but regardless, I have a question. When it comes to these things, and you're in your city, you're walking down the street, go into the local Walgreens to pick up whatever it might be, a pack of Band-Aids, and you see a poster on a pole, and you read it, and the poster's weird. These stories always start that these posters were, like, reported. People have been reporting it. People are legitimately calling the cops. You telling the news station? What does it mean people report these things?
Reporting to the local online Reddit detectives.
That's the reporting?
To be like, yeah, you're like, what the freak is this? I think you're just reporting to, like, social media. You're not reporting to, like, I mean, maybe if you're scared enough, you might be like, I need a police officer here.
So in reality, just for understanding, people are just saying that they've seen these. It's not an actual official report. Okay.
Well, they're posting them. So they're posting them online. They're like, I saw this bizarre flyer. Have you noticed this flyer around? What is this? Anyone know what's going on?
Okay, that makes more sense.
And why I brought up the strange dreams is because if you are familiar with it, it's not uncommon to have weird flyers and such to appear. Like, this isn't a new activity for the obscure side of the world. You can hop on Reddit and get some weird rambling that someone posted where they're just trying to be cryptic. You know, you got, what was it, Hill Hank? He thinks he's so clever, but he's not. But this one kind of takes a different route in the obscure, and it makes you feel a little weird, and not the ghost way, but in a bathing in someone else's milk kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have the slightest clue what you're saying.
This is almost the feeling when you go to maturation in elementary school, and
What?
you're kind of like, I'm kind of
What
weirded
are you-
out about this.
What?
I don't need those baby deodorant sticks.
I smell fine. I bathe once a week.
In milk, if you will. I bathe in milk. So anyways, these weird posters, these weird flyers, if you will, they start popping up around the Los Angeles area. People start posting them on the internet. They're like, what the freak is going on? The contents of the flyers go as accordingly. So the title of the flyer is just labeled "Bathe in My Milk" in all caps. Below this is a very unsettling photo of a silver-haired woman with an empty expression in a nightgown standing next to a bathtub with a man inside, which seems to be filled with milk. So she's offering, hey, come bathe in my milk. Next is a list of bulletin points going in this order. So this offer is only open to men. You can choose between soy, almond, or traditional. You can use my sponge, meaning the silver-haired lady's sponge, and she will watch you bathe in her milk. This isn't a free experience. You don't just get to come bathe in her milk. There's a price to pay. She's gonna watch you, and you're gonna use her sponge.
Would you even say that's a price to pay? That almost sounds like a benefit.
Does she provide? It might be a benefit, but I'm questioning: does she provide shampoo, body wash? Because I mean, soaps. Or not soap. A sponge is nice, but I kind of want like my own like Bath and Body Works like shampoo and body wash.
Well, my question is, if that's what you want, why would you be visiting her house to bathe in her milk?
I think that
is it purely just because you want some old lady to watch you bathe in almond milk?
Well, I was thinking more of soy.
You're a soy guy.
What is traditional?
Just regular cow's milk.
Yeah, whole milk.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. I just didn't know what traditional implied.
Well, when you first were bringing this up, I was disgusted. I was disturbed. I didn't want any part of this podcast anymore until you mentioned that she was offering different options for milk. The one, though, that does bother me is the lack of chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably just if you're gonna use Nesquik, you got to pay royalties, right?
Oh, I don't need Nesquik.
And it's just a startup.
Get me Kroger's.
Kroger's, yes.
And to answer the question from before, if you're wanting like shampoo and stuff, I think this is a dairy product thing only. So you can choose between like yogurts, ice cream, milkshakes, stuff like that to wash your hair with.
You know, I haven't tried yogurt yet in my shampoo regimen, so I might want to try that.
You do look like a nacho cheese kind of guy.
Thanks.
You look like the kind of guy to eat nacho cheese Doritos.
Yeah, I wouldn't use mayonnaise, though. That is horrible. Why would you ever do that?
I have a question for both of you. When you wake up in the morning, you're getting ready. Do you prefer to eat your breakfast on the toilet or in the shower?
I like to sit backwards on the toilet to use the tank as like a tabletop.
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
It sounds like Tyler then has been just doing it in the shower like a heathen.
Yeah, I am a heathen.
How do you eat yours?
Well, so if it's a bowl of cereal, of course I'm going to eat it in the shower. What? But if I'm eating like a breakfast sandwich, which I have been lately, I still eat it in the shower.
You like soggy bread.
Oh, yeah.
And Aaron, how do you eat your breakfast in the morning?
By not eating it.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never seen Aaron eat breakfast before, which is kind of weird.
That wasn't even a joke. That's probably just him being honest.
No, like that's honest. Like I've lived with him for like a year and a half, maybe? Never seen him eat breakfast.
There was a rare occasion where it was 6 a.m. I walked into the bathroom and he was just shoveling Cinnamon Toast Crunch out of the toilet bowl into his mouth. It was crazy.
I prefer to eat on the toilet and eat garbage.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. And that's what the people out there like to hear. They like to get to know you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anyways. I eat garbage and that's it. It's crypt closed.
So yeah, Aaron's dead in season 1. We're moving on with season 2. So yeah, we got these flyers. Say bathe in my milk. She's gonna watch you. You got soy, almond, or traditional, and there's a creepy lady that's wearing a nightgown watching this dude bathe in some milk, right? So it's like, what the freak is going on here, huh?
Well, I was saying, it sounds like a good time, and in all honesty, if I was to be walking on the street and see one of these posters, I would take that offer up in a heartbeat.
Well, you're lucky, because next to the bulletin points, there's some more pictures of her standing next to the bathtub with different men inside. And at the bottom, you actually you get a headshot of the woman and a link to a website where you can contact her.
Well, that is just perfect.
The website, exactly. So it's for men like you who like to bathe in traditional milk and use someone else's sponge. You can go to batheinmymilk.com, and that's where you can find the love of your life. If you want to meet other milk bathers, this is the website for you.
So is this like Milker's Meat?
Is this a Tinder
like
style
farmer's
website?
meat.
When you say meet, is it a chat room, forums? Do I get a swipe left or right on people depending on their milk preference?
No, actually, so the website goes as following. It's just a background. It's just a black background with 8 different images of 8 different men bathing in what seemed to be milk. And at the very bottom of the page, you have href link where you can click it, and it says, if interested, please email me right away. So this is how you contact her. So really, it's a dating site sent directly to her. So you're all competing for her. It's like a gladiatorial battle to bathe in her milk.
Oh, then I have most definitely misunderstood the purpose of these posters. I just wanted a free bath. I don't actually care about the lady.
No, it's
but alas,
I'm sure.
if the lady is required to get to the milk, then I suppose it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Well, I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to bathe in some traditional milk every once in a while in someone else's bathtub.
I'm not even against trying almond.
Hey, you know what? Something to switch up the day. That's what Randonautica taught us.
Skim is right out the door.
Chaos
Skim
magic.
doesn't stand a chance at all in this competition, but almond or soy, I am open.
I mean, if you're feeling a little crazy, you could probably sneak in a strawberry milk and just sneak the bottle in the tub and pop the cap underneath the liquid so she doesn't see this happening.
A milk bath bomb, if you will.
Exactly.
Nothing like a milky surprise, you know?
Ooh. I'd like to point out that in the posters and on the website, her bathroom is disgusting. Like, it's not a clean bathroom.
Wait, are we really expecting that somebody who's offering free milk baths has the time to upkeep the cleanliness of their bathroom?
Well, she looks really clean. Her nightgown is pretty
She's
clean.
bathing in milk!
Well, how much would it cost for you to fill your bathtub with milk?
How much is a gallon?
Yeah. Well, no. How much is a gallon of milk, and then how many gallons are in a bathtub, a regular bathtub?
So I mean, 42 gallons to fill a bathtub. I think I probably spend no more than $3 to $4 on a gallon of whole milk. Right? Does that sound about right?
The average is about $3.60 a gallon.
Okay. So quick maths here with I'm obviously using my brain here and not Tyler's iPhone. Moving my fingers around, numbers flying around in the brain.
So if we're calculating with tax, it's around $168
for a bath. For what? For a single bath?
For one bath.
Are we confident they're not just reusing milk?
Let's hope not. That's disgusting.
Warm milk bath.
Oh, I would have thought I didn't realize that the cleanliness of the milk was what we were concerned about here.
Yes.
I'm not personally.
No, I'm willing. Listen. I'm willing to use secondhand milk.
I think I would be too. I mean, it would be warm, so the only way to contrast that is put a little bit of honey in the bath before you get in. A warm honey milk bath.
Ooh,
I think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, that
help.
That actually sounds fantastic.
I think it would really clean the pores, or the exact opposite. It would extremely clog them. But hey, to each their own. So we got these flyers. We got this weird website, and And people are just wanting to know what the heck is going on. Who is this silver-haired, sly milk bathing lady with her sponge she'll let me use? What's going on here? And so we obviously have a few questions we need to answer. Where did the flyers come from? Who are the men in the photos bathing in this milk? And who is that lady? I already asked this earlier, but what the heck is traditional? Does that really just mean cow's milk, or are we getting into some weird milks here? And yeah, like, who's putting these up and who's this lady? Huh? Who is this, huh? Tyler?
I think she's just a nice old lady who likes to watch men bathe in milk.
Pardon me, ma'am, but if I could, I'd like to bathe in some of your traditional milk.
I hope it won't be a bother.
So, this happened. The story kind of ran a little dry. The flyers weren't up anymore. But shortly after, roughly about 1 year later, we had another bizarre flyer experience that strongly resembled the atmosphere of the last one. The layout felt the same, just it felt very similarly obscure to the other one. But these ones are a little different in being they're about breathing in dust. So we're in 2018, we're still in Los Angeles, and we got these flyers popping up that are showcasing a new mysterious silver-haired lady. So we got an old lady. It doesn't seem to be the same old lady, but we got another old lady wanting to participate in some bizarre activities. And this flyer is titled, "Warning, I breathe dust." And below this, we see a photo of an older woman holding a plastic grocery bag to her mouth, assuming she's breathing in dust from said grocery bag. And to the right of the photo, we have 2 bullet points. And the first one says, "I put all kind of dust in a bag and I breathe it." The second one says, it makes me feel like Superwoman. So we got another lady performing some weird acts. And on the flyer, we're provided with 2 pictures. The first picture is just a woman's hand full of dust, and I'm assuming it's the dust she's throwing in that bag, and she's just inhaling like crazy. And the second is a headshot of the woman. And that's a similarity that I noticed between the two, is they provided headshots of both the women. So you know who you're dealing with, you know? It's like a resume. They're putting their resume out on a pole.
So are you saying when I am applying for jobs, I should always give a headshot and then say something like, "I do this"?
Yeah. Like, okay. when you're being asked on an interview, like, what is your greatest weakness? It's okay to say, "I breathe dust." That's fine. It's okay to say, I prefer bathing in almond milk instead of traditional milk. That's okay.
Now, the insurance, the health insurance, do you think that would be considered a pre-existing condition?
The health insurance?
Yeah.
Because she's been breathing in the dust?
Yeah.
Pre-existing, no, because I don't think that she was out of the womb breathing dust.
Why not?
But it was pre-existing to her getting the health insurance, so...
True.
Yes.
Maybe, yeah. If she started breathing the dust and then got the health insurance, then yes.
Well, so you stated that these were resumes virtually that she was posting on polls. I think, too, that if you participated, so say you took the offer of bathing in the milk, that sounds like something you could put on your own resume.
Oh, yeah, you can. Well, it looks really good on a resume, especially if you're going into something that's like you're part of a team. If you can show that you've worked with others on a project like breathing dust and bathing in milk, it looks great on a resume.
Well, if you're applying for Dairy Gold, that's an instant in.
Yeah, I would agree. Like on my LinkedIn, I've been trying to get linked with Brandon Fugel, and maybe I should start bathing in milk. Maybe that will make him more accepting of me.
I think you need to start just taking selfies of yourself outside of every sign and building we see that has his name on it, and just keep sending them to him.
That's not bad, because I see his realtor business
everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's crazy.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with Brandon Fugel, he is the proud owner of the one and only Skinwalker Ranch. And if you're listening to Brandon, or if you're seeing Tyler's photos he's sending you, let us come
add him on
LinkedIn,
dang it.
Add him back. He might message you every once in a while. He might just send you invites to play Roblox.
Yeah. I have a pretty
I
good
bet
global
I
observer.
100% guarantee, no doubt in my mind, that Brandon Fugel has bathed in the milk.
I bet he was her
100%.
first customer.
I bet he's done
Oh,
it
yeah,
multiple times. I bet he's a repeat customer, and I bet he uses almond milk.
I mean, a man of that power and stature, it's not uncommon to see them bathing in milk.
I mean, the man wears turtlenecks. Of course he bathes in milk.
Steve Jobs wears turtlenecks.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
bathed
we're
in
talking
milk.
about the elite, the top of the top, the 1% of the 1%. We're talking Brandon Fugel. We're talking Richard C. Hoagland. We're talking Bob Lazar. These men, these men control the world.
I've even heard it rumored that Walpler Disley's body was actually, when he died, they submerged him in a big case of milk, and then they froze that in a cryogenic chamber. So he's actually a giant milkshake.
Or would it be a milk sickle?
Milk sickle. To each their own.
Now, if we're going back to these posters, real quick, the dust one, we kind of just flew right by that. Isn't dust in a baggie just another way of saying meth?
I would assume so. But if you look at the flyer, it actually just looks like dust.
You're saying if I was to go to my entertainment system and just run my hand across the top of my receiver and scrape that into a bag? That's what she's...
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, so what the flyer portrays is it's got her bag over her mouth, breathing in some dust, saying that it makes her feel like Superwoman. You got a picture of her holding the dust.
This doesn't make me believe it's not meth.
And then you got a picture of her. Well, hold up. You got a picture of her. And then below this, you have a section that says, "Give me a call." And it says, if you have dust for me to breathe or convince me to stop, either way, I'd love to receive your call.
I have a question. So, she says, I put all kinds of dust. How many different kinds of dust are there?
I mean, you got TV dust, you got dresser drawer dust, you got dust on your head if you've been sitting still too long.
You got dust mites, dust bunnies, dust devils. 3 types of dust.
So the Dust Bowl in the 1930s...
4 types of dust.
Wait a second. So this lady, she looks pretty old. I will say this. Do you think she solved the great crisis of the Dust Bowl?
She saw it?
Like, solved it. Like, she was the person who inhaled all that dust that was going around in Oklahoma.
You just see her walking off into the sunset, into the dust, and then you just hear... and she just... all the dust starts... She's a Kirby. She's just sucking it all in. I think...
she might be Kirby. Now that I think of it, she might be an older version of Kirby.
Well, I think... Here's the thing, is I think we should hear her out. She's got a phone number listed here, and I'm ready to play it. And I'm going to try to play it through my microphone here. If the audio doesn't come out too well, the phone number is 401-830-4965. All right, I'm going to call it. Here we go. Oh, hold up. I hit the wrong button. Speaker. Cancel. Give me the speaker, baby. Speaker.
Hello. It's Carol. I breathe dust. Please let me know if you have any dust for me to breathe. Also, whether I should keep breathing dust. I'm all out of dust, so either I need more dust or I need to stop breathing dust. Thank you for your message.
So pretty much if you weren't able to catch all of that, I have a transcript here too. It says, "Hello, it's Carol. I breathe dust. Please let me know if you have dust for me to breathe. Also, whether I should keep breathing dust. I'm all out of dust, so either I need more dust or I need to stop breathing dust. Thank you for your message." You get the tone and you get the opportunity to leave her a message on your opinion here. So what would you tell her, Tyler? I want to hear what you would tell her on that message. If we weren't here listening, what would you tell her in your personal life?
Well, I don't have any dust for you now, but I am collecting dust currently. I will send it to you by UPS. Hopefully it reaches you pretty soon, because it seems like you really need this dust to feel good.
All right, not bad. Aaron, what would you hit her with?
Carol, if you're listening right now, you're more than welcome to come to my place and breathe all the dust. I've got lots of dust, unlike Tyler, who's a filthy non-duster, as we like to call them in the dust world. Am I right, Carol? Wink, wink. And I've also got a tub that we can fill with milk. I don't know if you're the same lady, but if you know the milk lady, bring her along. We'll have a good milky, dusty night.
All right, not bad. Not bad. Offering a date night, it sounds like.
Oh,
that's nice.
No. Don't misunderstand.
I think I did. Because that sounds like a romantic evening of dust breathing, milk bathing, and who knows? Maybe
something might happen.
You might end up like holding hands.
No, there's nothing less romantic than bathing in milk and ripping a line of dust off of my window blinds. This is purely political, and we're looking to start a new civilization. We're going to break off from America. We're going to secede, start a new nation, one nation under milk.
I mean, to be fair, she says breathing dust makes her feel like Superwoman. So there's something there that she's unlocked to hit that next level of existence. She's on another plane. She understands more than we will ever know.
Right.
So
all right, we're going to lock this one in the crypt. Good night. Goodbye, everybody. Okay, now that Carol's not listening anymore, we need to capture her and steal her DNA, because obviously she's a superhero.
I think what we should do is get the biggest vacuum bag in the world and set up like one of those like animal traps where you have a stick
and a box.
Tie a knot to it and a box, and then you have the vacuum back in there. A bag. Why I say back? And she'll like scurry over there, and she's like, "Oh, is that vacuum dust? Oh, wait, oh, I gotta go get some vacuum dust." And she goes inside the box, and we pull the stick, and it captures her. I don't know what we would do with her, but we haven't thought that far yet. At least I haven't.
I think it depends. Are we trying to cleanse her of her dust breathing? Are we
no, heavens no.
How far we can push it?
We want to channel her powers.
Well, all right. I think we have a pretty solid plan here. I think we could also probably lock her in like a closet that we don't use that's collected a lot of dust, and she can have a heyday in there.
Okay, wait, hold up. You know the movie Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus?
Yeah.
What if, instead of trying to capture Carol, we make Carol fight Milk Lady? We make them fight each other to determine who is more powerful, and then, after the fight, after they're weak and exhausted, then we capture them.
What's that move from Dragon Ball Z where they combine, what's that called? A fusion ha?
Yeah.
A fusion ha. I think they would probably end up performing some sort of fusion ha to become a mega being. They would become what we in the modern world know as
a milky duster.
A milky duster. I was gonna say the spaghetti monster, whatever his name is. The flying spaghetti monster. She would be on par with his power and benevolence.
Listen, Rudolph Fentz, when he traveled through time, he went to a local pub, and he ordered a milky duster, and they didn't know what the heck that was. But we're bringing it back. We're bringing back the milky duster.
He said, "Pardon me, ladies. Mind if I order you a bunch of milky dusters?
Can I get a milky duster for the house? One on everybody. It's on me. Put it on my tab."
Then you have the confused bartender being like, "I don't know what that is."
Well, I'm going to bring us back to our current time period where we do we drink milky dusters. You can breathe them too. You can inhale them. Might give you bronchitis, but you got to do what you got to do. This flyer leaves us with some more questions once again. Who is Carol? And why is she breathing dust? Well, I mean, it makes her feel like Superwoman, but, And then What's with these flyers and silver-haired, mysterious older women? What's going on here? Well, I got some answers for you guys. I got some answers. So, if we step backwards to the Bathe in My Milk flyers a year prior, all the answers are there. Upon visiting the website on the flyer on the batheinmymilk.com, if you click on that link on the bottom that's supposed to be emailing for scheduling an appointment, if you click the link, it doesn't actually open up your email or give you a way to email her. It actually takes you to another website, and the other website is called truewagner.com. And on this website, you're greeted with a bunch of fun colors, some animated moving text. You got some floating disembodied heads around the screen. Just a good time. You can buy some merchandise, but you quickly realize that you can buy merchandise for the Breathe My Dust lady, you can buy it for the Bathe in My Milk lady, and you got a little bio that says, "Hi, I'm Wagner. I make videos and things. Here are some of my items you can purchase. All shipping through the USA is free, guys. Come on. Support Wagner here, all right?" So, it's all just a prank, guys. There's no milk to be bathed in. There's no dust to be breathed, but it's a pretty good prank. He makes a ton of weird, different, bizarre flyers. Two of my personal favorites from his Instagram page are a DVD titled Skateboarding Dr. Monkey and a jar of Dunkin's Mega Mix, which is half bread, half marinara, ready to go. So he's got some interesting things. I would say go check him out if you're into those. If you're like a deep fried meme kind of guy, he's definitely got that kind of aesthetic going on where it's just odd humor. Well, how did you come up with this? So go give him a little look-see. But even though Bathe in My Milk left the internet startled, it was all just an innocent project, a little prank on society. You know what I'm saying?
The Milky Duster! It betrayed me again!
I would actually say that this one is like, it makes you question that you live in a society on par with the Joker movie. It makes you really take a step back and be like, wow, I really do live in a society. You know what I'm saying?
No, you keep saying that, and I have no idea what you're saying.
You look at them, and it brings something out. You just look at it, and you go, wow, I really do be living in a society, though.
Brings out that animalistic...
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope,
It
I can
really
say
makes you
with a surety that in this moment, I have never been further away from knowing what he's saying.
It really just makes you feel that way, you know? Makes you want to empty out your fridge and crawl inside.
Maybe have some goat milk.
Yeah, maybe make some gumbo, magic gumbo.
Magic gumbo cures all.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I could leave you with one thing, I would say go check out Alan's stuff. He put some work in there. I actually saw one on Instagram's Explore page the other day that I sent to Tyler, and I don't know if I sent it to you, Aaron, because you're dead in season 1. But it was about this lady that lives under the sidewalk and grabs your ankles, and she will only let you go if you use a secret password, which is peanuts.
Yeah, so it's like almost the same format, and I just love this picture of a lady's arm just coming out of like the gutter,
It's underneath the sidewalk.
Yeah,
she's
underneath
like
the
lifting up
sidewalk.
one of the panels.
And she's like, she has this confused look on her face, like, what's going on?
So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that this one can be locked away forever in the crypt. But keep your eye out for Wagner's things. Let's I think for this one we could probably actually just put the flyers in the shredder.
We don't have to lock it in the crypt.
We also don't have a shredder.
We can shred them up, send them to Carol, and she can breathe in the paper dust.
That's one way.
But yeah, we're good to lock this one in the clip.
And
that was a lot of locks. I think we need a milky duster breathe into the mic for a good night. Oh my gosh.
So, on that note, we're gonna crack open some cold milky dusters, but what are we doing next week? Because this is something we're trying. We actually got a schedule planned, believe it or not.
I think
we are controlling our chaos and becoming a little more the opposite of chaos.
Yeah, so next week is my week. Ooh.
Oh gosh, I'm skipping that week.
Okay.
What are you gonna perform? What kind of magic acts?
It's gonna be something with reanimating a corpse and just some jolly good old time.
I was sitting here looking at the
Maybe.
schedule and reading what you had put down and was so deeply confused in what in the world you were just talking about. It makes sense now. I was very confused if I was looking at the right schedule. For those of you who didn't catch that, because they are not looking at the schedule because they don't have access to it, you're talking about Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
No, he's talking about attending Burning Man, Woodstock, Coachella.
The truest mystery of Tyler's life. Where did he go for 2 weeks during that music festival?
I don't know. I don't even know. That's the weird part.
He was off breathing dust.
But next week we will be going
Burning Man
over
stuff.
the original story of Frankenstein.
Yes, we are.
And Tyler's actually prepared his own version. It's a 700-page novel he's going to read on air. So tune in for that.
Yes, please.
Next episode is just a full reading of the book Frankenstein by Tyler.
But Tyler's, it's Tyler's version of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
but both. They
doing
had
all
them side by
my
side,
own
so you have a
voices.
comparison of the original and Tyler's creation.
One word at a time. Yeah, so be prepared for some Frankenstein monster madness, you know what I'm saying?
And a 17-hour podcast.
17 hours of good family fun.
Maybe good family fun. Maybe family.
I guess I don't know what is in Tyler's novel. I don't know what he's written for Frankenstein.
Let's just say family fun time might be a family cry time.
All right. Very good. Well, I think that wraps this one up. Be ready for some Frankenstein next episode. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.